I'm Stephanie Trdenic. I started acting 8 years ago in community theater. That was the first time I'd ever done anything in plays, but always wanted to. I've done plays first ones I did were at Little Theater from Mechanicsburg, and this is the third one I've done here at Oyster Mill, and I've also been at Hershey Playhouse and Theater Harrisburg and Open Stage. So kind of all around this little central Pennsylvania area.
What was the first show you did?
I did Broadway Bound at LTM, which was wonderful, and it was one of my favorite roles so far.
And what have you been here at Oyster Mill?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
What have you been in here at Oyster Mill?
I was in Angel Street back in 2012. I was one of the housekeepers. And 2 years ago, I was in Dixie Swim Club here, which was also another great experience.
Okay. Who is your character?
I play Ruth Condomine, who is the current wife of Charles, and she is very much the mistress of the house, and she claims not to dominate Charles, but I do believe she does quite a bit.
What is your impression of Ruth? What makes her tick? Why does she do what she does in this show?
Ruth begins as a gracious hostess, and then after the untimely arrival of Elvira, her husband's first wife, as a ghost, she becomes increasingly irritated with Elvira's presence, and that definitely shows and builds throughout the play. So that's about her motivation.
Is there a central lesson to this show, a moral that you can take away from it? What speaks to you whenever you see and or read this?
Do not play with the powers of the beyond, or participate in seances, or play with Ouija boards, because it's all very dangerous. That's the main lesson that I have from this, and that's pretty much it. Just be careful messing with that stuff.
Okay, so no taunting ghosts.
No taunting ghosts.
No
right.
Bloody Marys, no fun stuff.
That's not what I would say, yeah.
All right. All right, groovy. Okay, how do you feel about your castmates?
I truly think we have a really, really strong cast. I am having fun with everybody. There's no divas in this cast, I can honestly say. Of course, somebody told me once that if you say there are no divas in the cast, that means that you must be the diva. But I don't feel I am, but you'd have to check with my castmates to see if that's true.
What do you think?
There she is! I'm the diva! I'm talking to Keith, who is the checkered sports jacket over there, is what I'm told. I like that sports jacket. He always calls it the ugly sports jacket. It is rather. I like it.
Okay, anyway, before my batteries run out,
You embarrass me if you're standing there. Just pretend you're ignoring. Just pretend you're ignoring me if you're not.
I'll have to find a creative way to edit all that in. That'll be fun. Okay, okay, so we talked about your cast. How do you feel about the experience of working at Oyster Mill?
I'm really glad to be back at Oyster Mill. This is... I shouldn't say this because it might hurt feelings. This is my favorite theater to work at in this area, I have to say. I think just because there's so much volunteer support here that I haven't seen elsewhere, so I'm very glad to be back here again, and we seem to again have a ton of volunteers helping us, and they're all being good sports about everything, and we're just very grateful for all the extra help.
Tell me about your preparation for a role. What exercises do you do? What mindset do you get yourself into?
This is a tough one because it's different for every character. I try to use my accent at home a lot when I'm doing a character with a British accent like this one, and so much so that my 12-year-old son starts to imitate me and talk in an accent. Also, I would say that I'm very distracted now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Should I start that over? Do you want me to start that
Go
over
for it.
again? Okay. I'll wait till these two move, though.
Yeah. When I asked you what kind of exercises you do, she said Kegels, incidentally.
Got to strengthen those pelvic floor muscles.
That's
yeah.
right. You're ready. Oh my god.
In case Charles and I ever do get up to bed without you being around.
Blooper reel.
There we go. We need a blooper reel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You may just get one here.
Okay. Do you guys have to go in there or anything?
Nope.
Or just...
I was gonna go in there.
Go ahead.
Be my
Go
guest.
get my shoes.
Okay.
Oh, wear your robe tonight, just to see how terrible you're gonna destroy it on me.
Check out the wig, Elvira.
Anyway,
Okay.
I got that on film,
What? Me saying that?
Yes.
I'm saying I love Mandy, but I absolutely hate the wig, and I went
I
home
know.
last night and I was very upset about it.
I know. I could see it.
I'm
sorry.
I was like, oh God. I'm like, for once I have decent clothes and I have to look hideous anyway. I hate it. Anyway, okay.
Anyway, tell me of your preparation.
I'm trying to think, Keith, because that's a tough one. So, because there's a British accent for this one, I'm using the British accent a lot around the house, and my 12-year-old is picking up on that. My 12-year-old son will just suddenly start talking in accents, but he's done that ever since I started doing plays. Also, I just try to, as we rehearse, just get more and more thinking what facial expressions would I be making, but during the points when I am not involved in the action, just so I'm not standing there like a stiff. And that's kind of, and just as I go through the script each time, just seeing more and more what the motivation is of the character and how I think she would be delivering certain lines and why she would be saying them this way or that way. So that's basically the preparation, I would say.
Okay, and now we'll put you out of your misery here, right onto the camera. Why should the good folks of Central PA come see Blithe Spirit at Oyster Mill Playhouse?
Because it is going to be a really, really fun show. You've got a medium, a seance, a ghost, and a twist, which I will not give away. And it's just, and there's going to be some special effects, lots of fun stuff like that. So it's going to be an amazing show. We have a great cast, great crew, great director, wondrous producer. So yes, it's going to be a really good time. So come and see it. British comedy, they're the best.
Okay, and who is the sexiest producer you've ever had?
That would be you, Keith. And wearing that checkered sports coat just adds to the charisma. That's all I have to say. I mean, my husband will be devastated that I said that, but you are by far the sexiest.
Oh, well, thank you.
Which one?
Yeah, which husband? Well, I'm one of them, too.
Yeah, he's one. He's one of my husbands.
I'm the one who didn't get any.
Because I was mean to him. I was beastly to him.
Yes. I hope you're all well and happy. All right, wrapping this up.